Hello everyone, today we will be using MG90S servo motor to use it with ATtiny13 microcontroller. In a previous video, we have described about the ATtiny AVR microcontroller, its datasheet, circuit, code in Atmel Studio. Everything is explained in details. You should watch the previous video, and then now we will be dealing with the PWM to drive our servo motor. So on observing the pinouts here, you can see here the OC0A and the OC0B are marked as the output compare register pins. So the pins which are designated as the OC, which means that these pins have PWM feature, PWM functionality, and therefore the ATtiny13 has two channels for PWM, both controlled by timer 0. Now in the previous video, we have actually talked about PWM functionality inside an AVR microcontroller using the Atmega 328P microcontroller as an example. We have described in details about what is PWM, how it works, and how to write the code and read the datasheet and know about the registers and then write the proper code for it. We have used that PWM functionality there to drive an RGB LED. We will be using that same PWM feature to drive a servo motor today. So watch that video. The video link given in the I button and also given in the description box. You should watch the previous video, since we'll be using the similar code from the previous video to explain today's PWM feature of the ATtiny13A microcontroller. So please do watch that video and then come to this video. So if you have watched the video, then we should be directly moving on to the 8-bit timer counter with PWM. And if you move on below, you can see the exactly same thing in which has been written in the Atmega 328P datasheet. The same thing is written here. The output compare unit, you can see the same thing is written here. Also, you may also observe that the 8-bit timer counter block diagram is also exactly the same. Atmega 328P, if you compare the datasheet with this one, you can see that everything is same. So also if you move on to the fast PWM mode, the mode which we will be using today, the fast PWM mode, this is also the same timing diagram, the same PWM frequency formula. And if you then move on to the register description, you can also see that this one also has COM0A1, COM0A0, COM0B1, COM0B0, then waveform generation bits 0 and 1. Also if you move on below, you can see the TCCR0B, the waveform generation bit number 2, and the clock prescaler bits. So everything is same, the code will be exactly the same. Always verify before using the code, since we have found that everything is same as the Atmega 328P microcontroller, therefore we can copy paste the same code. So we have opened Atmel Studio and written the same PWM function from the previous code, except that since here there is no timer 2, so the timer 2 sections is not present here. We have only two cases, case 0 and case 1, only for OCR0A and OCR0B. We don't have timer 2 here, therefore there is no scene of OCR2A and OCR2B. Here we have only OCR0A and OCR0B, so two cases. Now the prescaler is set as by 64 by setting the CS bits of the TCCR0B, and in the when case 0 is selected, OCR0A is used, the fast PWM non-inverted mode, and for case 1 OCR0B also the fast PWM non-inverted mode. Now in our microcontroller board we have no crystal oscillator. We will be using the internal frequency, internal RC oscillator frequency. If you move on to the AVR fuse bits calculator, you can see that the default value which I am using 6AFF, and you can see here the internal oscillator 9.6 MHz is selected. Therefore here we have defined the FCPO as 9.6 MHz. Always define this 9.6 MHz, the F underscore CPU define you always define this. Now comes to the servo motor. Now comes to the servo motor part. If you open up the MG90S servo motor datasheet, the servo which we will be using, what we will be using is that since P scalar here is 64, therefore the PWM frequency formula which you should have observed in the datasheet, putting the values in the formula, you can get 58.6 Hz. This set pin function will just set the pin as outputs by setting the DDRB. This is nothing complicated, and this digital light function is not used actually here. You can also remove this function. We have not used this function anywhere in our code so far, but anyway, the main thing here is this void servo function. The void servo function only takes the pin number, means the which one of the channel we will be using, channel 0 or channel 1, means OCR 0A or OCR 0B. Then the next parameter is the angle of the servo motor can vary from 0 to 180 degree. Now after a bit of trial and errors, we have found that 180 degree corresponds to 36 means that the OCR 0B value should be 36, so that the angle so that the shaft turns 180 degree. The maximum value is 36 in my case for the shaft to rotate up to 180 degree. Therefore, since 180 degree corresponds to 36, therefore the scaling factor is 36 by 180 equal to 0.2. Therefore if we write, suppose here angle as 180 means the maximum angle, so 180 into 0.2 is equal to 36. For 36, for the OCR value as 36, we can get 180 degree shaft movement. That's the thing we have used here, and we have typecasted it to string since this OCR value, since the OCR only accepts integer value, not float values. So by forced typecasting, we can convert this into an integer, and this function we have used inside the main code, the int main. Here you can see what we have done here is that inside an infinite loop, this should not be present here since int I is declared here. What we will be doing here is that rotating the servo head from 0 to 180 degree by steps of 20 milliseconds delay, and again rotating the shaft from 180 degree to 0 backwards. If you have used Arduino, you should know the sweep code inside the examples works exactly similar as this code will do. This thing will do the same thing with a certain delay. It will turn the shaft from 0 to 180 degree and again from 180 degree to 0 with a step of 20 millisecond delay. The sweep example inside the Arduino is exactly the same thing. So here you can actually get the insight of what the PWM is actually being used for, and how it works, and how to set up the various registers so that you can use the PWM feature of the microcontroller. Therefore we are saving the file. We are now building the code. Let's see if there is any compilation error or anything similar. So there is no compilation error, no warnings. Therefore we can successfully upload this hex file. See, the program also consumes 946 bytes, 92.4% full. The flash size is 1 kilobyte. So let's now upload the flash and let's see whether this code works properly or not. So the code has been uploaded using the USB SP to ATtiny13A, and the servo is connected to OCR 0A. The data pin is connected to OCR 0A, and you can now see the MG90S Tower Pro servo motor. The head shaft is moving from 0 to 180 degree and again from 180 degree to 0 with a certain delay of 20 millisecond delay, the step time. So I think the program is working properly and you should be ready to use the servo by now using this code. You can also write your own code and write as per your requirement, and the code will be uploaded in the GitHub. You can find the link down in the description below. So thank you for watching this video. For any confusions, you may write down in the comment below, and please subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell for getting further notifications. Thank you.